Fellas, Ground Zero, a pesky map at the start that has you do a lot of medial tasks before you get out into the real Tarkov world. But it is not only good for that. Ground Zero, I think, is actually a quite underrated map for loot. It is about as dense as labs and definitely bigger than factory, but a lot of the extracts are really within close proximity. So the loot is quite dense and you can get a lot of raids in the short amount of time than some of the other maps, as well as a lot of PC blocks, a lot of filing cabinets, a lot of food spawns. I don't know, you'll see. Now I know there's at least one key on Ground Zero. I've never opened it myself, but I'm gonna look into it before we hop into the raid. And shout out to everyone who voted on the poll that I put up about 15 to 20 minutes ago. And honestly, I'm glad y'all chose Ground Zero, because I don't loot it much, but it's real fun to loot. Without further ado, fellas, I pretty much got the kit together. I'm gonna look into that key I remember, and then I'll see y'all in raid. Sauced white boys in town. We actually spawned next to one of the keys. Ground Zero has a total of 3 keys, one of them being on the lab scientist that you gotta do for one of the starting quests. By the way, go in there whenever you get the chance. There's goodies in there, I promise you. Sadly, there is a safe in here, but it's locked. The only other thing in here is the filing cabinet, which I'm very surprised how this key is going for 20 grand plus, because the other key on Ground Zero, this one, oh sorry, the underground parking utility room key, this is the one I remember, going for like 5 grand on the market, and you can get a lot more out of this key, as you'll see later on. My friend, pop your head, my friend. Oh my god, it's time to retire, boys.
I see him.
You don't see nothing, buddy. Wait, what? Buddy's got a cranium of aluminium. Salt's not the best thing to grab, maybe 15 to 20 grand, but it gets the ball rolling. We'll probably check it later on. I do got a couple items for fertilizers. I'm a little behind on my quests, I must admit. But as we do these road to 2 billions, I gotta get the quest done at some point. Oh my goodness! You know, I've been shot at so many times, looting at that window, and I never learn. I'll tell you who's gonna learn today though, he gonna learn today. Oh, before we get to our next key, I gotta handle the fella that took some shots at me. Whether it's gone tie with PMC or just a healthy scav, we gotta figure this shit out. Oh wait, that boy's stinky. I know there's another. Come on now, lock in a little bit. That was the worst case scenario, and I played all that out right before it happened, but I didn't think it would happen. There we go. Had to lock in a little bit. I would have healed my arms, but if he got another shot on me, he probably would have blacked them yet again. So instead of getting my arm health to like 10, I'll keep it down at like 40 and kill him with the blacked out ones. Saves me a little bit of pain here on out. 26, ooh. Yeah, it really would have been like 10 if he blacked them again. Tool set, need one of them for the hideout. I kept selling them last time. Granted, I think I need it for workbench level 2. Yes, that's right. I still don't have workbench level 2. But I also need I need found and raid drills, stuff like that. Sadly, the found and raid stuff has kind of locked me a little bit more than I thought it would, but I'm not too upset at it. Gives me kind of a reason to keep some things, you know. Death Shadow Mask, you don't find this often. I don't know how much it goes for on the market, or if I can even sell it on the market right now. Cannot be listed on the market, yeah. I don't have to tell you too much about the Death Shadow Mask. If I do though, it's level 1 or 2, level 2, and it's pretty damn drippy. You can also wear it with a lot of headgear, so naturally a pretty good face shield, and it doesn't obstruct vision in any way at all. Hello boys, you here for the key as well? I don't blame you, it seems pretty juicy. I believe it's down here. Kind of a rather discreet area. Probably pretty dangerous in PvP. If anyone sees you go in here, well, good luck getting out, buddy. Man, this room is fucking packed with containers. Of course, I ain't complaining. Is this one I can list? Cannot be listed, okay. I'm glad it tells me that, because I think there is like a grenade shell launcher thingy that you can list on Flea Market. You used to be able to list the Vogs, but sadly you can't anymore, because those went for like 80 grand a pop usually. But we'll take what we can get now, you know. This is it, the Vog, yeah. Used to go for like 80 grand pretty consistently, and they nuked my boy, R.I.P. Alright, that seems all the room has. 3 containers here, 3 there, 1 there. So 9 containers total, probably some loose loot I'm missing. And for 5 grand and 40 uses, definitely a profitable one. But he's throwing darts. Bro slung the rope straight into my cornea and I can't even see him. Seems like we're overstaying our welcome a little bit. I'm gonna see what these scavs got on them. Then I'll show you a little secret to Ground Zero extracting not a lot of people know about. God, they will not let me leave. Alrighty, this green flare extract, one of the first green flare extracts into Tarkov, if I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you don't have a green flare, I have a green flare. One always spawns on this scav. If it is not on this scav, I'm sorry to say, fella, you got gypped. Run up here, see signal flare area, bottom right. Point it up, not all the way up. Point it down a little bit, shoot her up, and you're good to go. You can loot this scav too. You got the time, trust me. Nothing but junk this time, though. I suggest extracting on this side of the little metal median here, because scavs like to shoot at you from that backyard. And if you died while extracting, well, not a fun time. Alrighty, fellas, first Ground Zero haul. Nothing crazy, but everything's pretty consistently solid here. Might have picked up a few duds, but at some point you gotta get out of raid. And with the amount of slots I got to fill up, there might be a few duds here and there. Anyways, I'm gonna get some of this soul. I'm gonna keep some of it. But in the top left, you're gonna see the total haul profit. So whatever I sell or keep doesn't really matter at this point. I'll see y'all in there yet again. Same exact spawn. Do we dare do the same exact route? I don't think so. Also, the poll is about an hour old at this point, and Lighthouse is just surpassing Ground Zero. But by the time the next Road to 2 billion goes out after this one, I should have the Labyrinth, so let me know if y'all want to see a Lighthouse Road to 2 billion or a Labyrinth Road to 2 billion. Of course, I'm going to do both eventually, but which one do you want sooner? Brother, what was that for? You throw that? Oh my god, I'm getting embarrassed right now. I also like that they added this yellow window to whatever is taking priority right now. So as you can see, the left one has a yellow window, this doesn't. So if I control click, it'll go on the left one. If I click this one, bang. Small quality of life thing, but if they keep doing stuff like that, I think it'll be nothing but amazing. Whew. Yeah, can you really not do it no more? Oh, you can. You gotta wait till you hit the peak of the pillow and then jump sideways, but you can get in that way if you need to. Oh, pad save for duck hunt. I saw this in a little event. 50 energy, 5 hydration, pretty damn solid. Might keep one as a souvenir because I highly doubt I'll get the event done. You gotta like shoot ducks on every map and I have no clue. Maybe I'll do it for a video if it lasts long enough. Let me know about that as well. Speaking of close by extracts, I'll give you another little tip on the one that's here. If desired, you can also take the Streets of Tarkov transit, which is right over there, but if you have the code that you found throughout the map, this little fella right here. This is where you take it. Be careful of landmines. I believe they're over to the right on the road over there, but if you stay over here, I'm pretty sure you're good. I might die. I don't know. We'll see. I hear a duck. Is that one of the... There he is. That's funny. That's obviously a reference to the escape from Tarkov. I'd imagine Tarkov is not too friendly with them. Or maybe this is a sign that they are. I don't know. It's either a respect sign or a f*** you sign for sure. Alright, transfer code, and glad we are, because I forgot to hit Propitol for the Abdul boost. The head was looking a bit low. Pause. Selling time. Alrighty, that's the second haul from Ground Zero. We got one more ahead of us. And like I said, we will be doing Lighthouse or the Labyrinth next time. I quite literally did that poll like 15 minutes before I started recording, so the 20 to 30 votes in the first 15 were definitely more of the deciders. Shout out the early folks in that one. Also, shout out the guy who suggested I put the loot hauls in the sorting table for an easier show, because now I can leave some of the last haul when it doesn't sell. Then I can throw it all together, get to selling, and get straight into the next raid. I'm gonna sell what I can for now. Then I'll see y'all on raid. Alright, I say we do something a little bit different for this one. Kinda hit all parts of the map in one video. I say we start underground, loot our way down to near the Nakatani basement stairs where the grenade launcher is. And then at that point, we'll have looted pretty much most of the map. We might have missed a few things here and there. Oh my god, I'm hearing this dog. I bet he's up top. Oh, he's definitely up there. Hold on, brother. I got something for your ass. We get him? Hold on, let's check the test now. 1 out of 10. He's still alive. I can't exactly see that far in the turret like I thought I'd be able to. Whatever, man. The video ain't about the damn ducks. Let's just get back to looting. I'll loot up here a little bit and then we'll go back to our main plan. Ooh, I knew I was sent up here for a reason. Hot diggity dog. Oh, this reminds me, they brought stack sizes up for most ammo. And again, another huge, amazing quality of life choice. A lot of the smaller calibers like this, you can stack up to 100. Yeah, some 80, maybe some 90, I'm not too sure. But again, stuff like that might not be a whole lot at surface level. But quality of life stuff like that stacked on top of each other, always nothing but a great choice. I'm sorry, El Gato. That's so cute. I never noticed that till now. I love my cats, bro. If you can't tell by the YouTube profile picture now. That's my boy Pooh. Shout out my boy Pooh. Shout out the members with the Pooh emojis now. Drop them in the comments. And I don't really got the space to go looting up there. I wanted to, but I'll go over it briefly and vocally. There's anywhere from like 8 to 12 PC blocks up there in those 2 rooms. Honestly, probably one of the most consistent places I find GPUs. I'm not saying you're gonna get a GPU if you go up there, but you got a pretty damn good chance. Anyways, let's hop out of here, do our final little haul sell-off thing, then we'll say our goodbyes. What is that? That thing looked dangerous. Alrighty, not as much this time. Honestly, probably our weakest haul yet, but we did get that GPU, so I guess I can't say that. Anyways, the total value and raid averages will be in the top left now. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this car battery. I'm gonna try to sell some of this stuff off while we do the outro. Probably the rarest thing we found today was the Death Shadow Mask. Definitely do not find that very often at all. Honestly, the biggest treat was finding out that ammo stacks more. Look at that, 545 can go up to 80. I've already talked with y'all mostly about what y'all want to see next, but we'll just reiterate just in case. Lighthouse and Labyrinth will probably be the next road to 2 billions. Comment down below which one you want to see come first. Sadly, we didn't see no Colin today, but that's alright. I have a feeling he would have smacked me around silly, so maybe it's better that he didn't. Anyways, fellas, I'm already at max capacity on the flea market slots, so it's gonna take me quite a while to sell all this. I'll probably do it when I hop on next time, but for now, fellas, that does it for me. Hope y'all enjoyed, and as always, thank you for joining me yet again. Goodbye. Ciao. Sayonara.